I've been traveling all around, I've seen the sights of major town. I took the markers not to get lost, I've been where I felt my heart beat lost. Home, coming home, home, I came from home, back to you, I love you, home, running home.
Welcome to Barcelona, Spain. My name is Claes Anderson from the Claes Anderson band, and this is my house. I guess this is like the main room where I spend most of the time, the whole family together, and when people go to bed I tend to sit here and listen to music or play guitar, drink bourbon and enjoy life. I have an old NAD stereo that I bought new in '98 from one of my first salaries, which I still listen to everything through. I used to be quite into old vintage furniture and stuff, but we've been moving around quite a lot. Started in Sweden where I was born, and then moved to England, met my wife, then moved here, so there's a lot of things that have been left along the way. But these guys are still with me, my Levine guitar collection, and I guess that's my main obsession at the moment, collecting old guitars. I don't know if you haven't heard of this brand. It was a guy called Levine, a Swedish furniture maker that emigrated to America in the 1880s and became a guitar maker in New York, and then returned to Sweden and set up this brand. And they are, I think, the kind of hidden gem of European guitars. There's nothing quite like it from the past. These are all mid-60s. But yeah, there's something quite woody and nice and warm that I like in this. And they were built with alpine spruce, which was easy to come by here, but quite attractive for the Americans. So Martin actually bought the brand in '73, and then the factory closed down in '79 because I guess Martin wasn't making enough money. But all of it started with this guitar, and this is my holy grail, my most prized possession in my life. My father's old Levine LT16 from 1966. And this guitar I actually got as a kid and learned to play on, hence why it looks like it's been through war, because I wasn't so good at hitting the strings back then. But this is kind of where, I mean, without this guitar I would never have started playing. I mean, nothing of this, who I am today, would have happened without this guitar, so I'm extremely grateful for that. And if there would be a fire, I guess I would save my wife, my 2-year-old daughter, and my cat. But that's probably coming ahead of the cat, to be completely honest. Oh, well, I can show you this. This is my little taller, my little workshop. Because if you have an awful lot of guitars, at one point I think I had about 25 Levines, but now I'm selling off to just keep the ones that I really like. But if you have so many, then you need a place to kind of fix them up. And here's actually a Telecaster that I built myself. I haven't got to the point where I'm constructing acoustic guitars. I've just built a couple of Telecasters. Because to be fair, it's a lot easier. But I do some neck resets and stuff here to maintain the guitars I have so they're playable, because I tend to use them all when I play live. So quite a few of them have leather bags in them, so they're ready to go. Let's walk through the house. I'm going to show you what it's like. Kitchen, mainly cooking food for babies and stuff. And well, I guess we do cook a lot, but I'm a vegetarian, which makes it really awkward for the rest of the family. So we try to eat together the same thing when possible. This is another thing that I really like. It's actually drawing from my dad. I tend to play guitar when I relax, and he did stuff like that. Anyway, bathroom, the normal stuff. My wife's wardrobe that I really like, that perhaps I shouldn't show, but it's really cozy. I tend to record stuff in here because it's really nice, absorbing everything with this mountain of stuff. And this is my Swedish wall. Sometimes I get a bit homesick, so over the years I've collected silly things from home. And this is the place in Södermanland in Sweden, Friesland, where I'm actually born and where my wife and I got married to. and the Chinooks on. And the king. I always have to have the king.
7 long years riding with it. Lost your unborn sister along the way. Never before.
Are you coming? Here's my day-to-day wardrobe. I'm quite into clothes, perhaps a bit too much, but I do like to wear vintage from the waist up. So there's a lot of vintage suit jackets, waistcoats. Now with the baby, it's a bit hard to be all dressed up with suit and tie and that, but so I kind of wear more Western shirts now because, you know, babies get sick and they're really sticky and stuff. The Akubra Camp Draft from Australia. Really nice fur felt hats. And new about, I don't know, $120, $40, something like that. So very cheap compared to Stetson, and I prefer the quality, to be honest. So I like American things, but when there are other things that are better, I have no problems at all to just go for the best. And this is actually the best room in the whole house. That for some reason we decided to just give to our daughter to fill up cluster with toys. So this is married life with kids, I guess. But here we actually have morning sun and a balcony, which is quite pleasant. Come show it. Well, it's perhaps not that much to look at. But ugly houses, green and nice, old houses. Anyway, a few more guitars. When it comes to electrics, I'm really into Japanese guitars because the Japanese were amazing. And this was quite hard to come by. It's the top of the line TL800 of Greco from 81, the Fujigen built. And yeah, it's in a quite well-worn state, but I was just happy to actually find one because it's one of the few Japanese Telecasters with a V profile neck. They tend to be really slim necked, and since I play so much acoustic, I can't really handle those kind of flat necks. And this is actually Japanese-made Levine. They produced Levines in Japan for 1 year before the factory closed down completely and the brand disappeared. So this is pretty much my life, my house, and how I have it.